Austin, just wanted to ask you about this Ohio State defense. Obviously, a super talented group. Did it kind of just affect your timing a little bit as an offense, or was it what makes them so difficult to go against?
I mean, they were really good pass rush, and they had relentless pass rush all day. They were getting back there. They were making my job a little difficult. I felt like stuff was there. I felt like opportunities were there in the passing game. I felt like when we were rolling, we were clicking on things, we were able to complete balls, and we were throwing the ball pretty well. But their defensive line did a great job, created a lot of pressure, and so, that's their job at the end of the day, and they did a good job of it.
When you got it to 14-10, I imagine, your psyche's a little encouraged, but just as quickly they pulled away. Could you kind of take us through that mentally? If you could have just hung with them a little bit, it could have been a much different game.
Yeah, I mean, we were close. We were there with them, but it was early in the game, and eventually they just had a couple quick scores and kind of pulled away. And we didn't get much rolling on offense, and so it just kind of got ugly pretty quickly. And with a team that's talented as they are, it can get ugly quick. So it's just on us for not putting together drives and not being able to stop them.
They seem to do a pretty good job of denying you guys the deep ball in particular today. Made you kind of stay underneath. Was that sort of what they were trying to do?
Yeah, they have super talented defensive backs, so they're willing to play off and rally down to the ball, and so they knew they could do that. There was a couple opportunities to throw it deep that we had, and we completed them when we were able to do so, and that requires being able to have time back there, and that requires us being able to shore up front. And like I said, their pass rush did a really good job. I felt like our O-line still did a pretty good job, but their pass rush was pretty good, which also relates to us not having as much time to throw it deep. So everything's kind of interconnected, and at the end of the day, they did a good job up front to stop us from being able to hold the ball long, and their defensive backs did a good job.
Jose, defensively, I thought you guys, especially early on with a turnover, doing what you do, but obviously they just hit you guys with a lot of big plays. Just so they had a lot of field to work with. What was going on some of those?
Just small errors, really. Just some of us missing our assignments and just little things to clean up going into next week. We're going to get those things cleaned up and go battle Troy.
Piggybacking off of that, was it kind of difficult with the, playing in front of such a large crowd, being able to communicate on the field and kind of, throwing you off defensively a little bit out there?
It wasn't really difficult. It's just us playing our game. It just comes down to the little mistakes and missing our assignments, little things like that.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.